Hey everyone, Lee Sports Wisconsin columnist Jim Polzine back for another week of Open Gym, the mailbag. This week's featured video question comes from fellow soccer dad Kevin Gratz on Twitter. It's at Kevin_Gratz. Kevin wants to know, why doesn't the Big Ten have a conference volleyball tournament? It's a good question, Kevin, and really something I hadn't even considered. I reached out to Dennis Punzel, who covers volleyball for us, and asked him if it's something the Big Ten's ever considered. Was there chatter at any point? And he said back in 2014, when Maryland and Rutgers joined the league, there was some talk of putting together a conference tournament at the end of the season, and it never really went anywhere. And I think I can understand why. The coaches don't want to add more games. There's already a 20-game schedule. That's a pretty big workload. If you add a conference tournament, you're talking like a Team Wisconsin last year playing another 3 games in 3 days at the end of the regular season, leading into the postseason. And I can understand why coaches wouldn't want to add that toll to their players' legs. And besides, 20 games is a pretty big, workload as it is. It's enough to kind of establish a resume. And I don't think there's any need for a conference tournament. And plus, if you think of postseason conference tournaments in general, they're really driven by money and a way to add additional revenue, a chance for TV broadcasts to come in and pour some money in the conference. I'm not totally sure that would happen for volleyball. The Big Ten Network would be covering it, so it would generate some revenue. Attendance would probably be pretty good, but I don't think it'd be worth the price you're going to pay for teams, players getting tired and all that. And I just don't think it's necessary at this point, but would be super fun, and frankly, it'd be fun to cover. So thanks for the Kevin question. Thanks to everyone else for putting in questions this week for the mailbag. A lot of stuff on Johnny Davis in there, and also stuff on Graham Mertz. He makes an appearance, as he usually does. There are men's hockey questions. There's a question on NIL. There's even a question on what I would change about access to UW teams and players if I had a choice. So please check it out, and look forward to you reading it and coming back next week. Thanks for visiting.